It was a freezing winter morning. The city was alive with hurried footsteps, honking cars, and people lost in their own worlds. But no one noticed her, a young girl, no older than 16, sitting on the icy bench at the bus stop, clutching a tiny baby wrapped in nothing but a thin pink blanket. Tears streaked her red cheeks as she shivered violently, her eyes scanning the crowd in silent desperation. People glanced, then looked away, too busy to care, too cold to stop. Some even scoffed under their breath. The baby's weak cries pierced through the noise, but still nobody came forward. Just when it seemed she'd been completely forgotten, a shadow appeared. A large German shepherd trotted toward her from across the street, its intelligent eyes fixed on her. What happened next left everyone at the bus stop in utter disbelief. The girl's name was Lily. That morning felt like the longest of her young life. The baby in her arms, her baby brother Noah, whimpered softly, his tiny hands gripping her sweater as if he knew how fragile she felt. She didn't want to be there, but home wasn't safe anymore. Their mother was gone. Their father, well, she couldn't go back there. So here she was, at a bus stop on the edge of the city, hoping someone might help. But no one did. Lily looked around at the crowd. A woman in a fur coat walked past, her perfume clouding the air, but her eyes never met Lily's. A man in a suit pulled his briefcase closer as if guarding it from her. Even an elderly couple, who at least slowed their pace, shook their heads sadly and kept walking. The baby cried again, louder this time. Lily rocked him gently, whispering promises she wasn't sure she could keep. Her stomach growled. She hadn't eaten since yesterday. Every part of her body hurt from the cold, but she forced herself to keep her back straight and her face calm. She didn't want to look like she was falling apart. But the truth was she was. And that's when she noticed the dog. Across the street, a German shepherd stood, staring right at her. Its ears were perked, its tail stiff but not aggressive. For some reason, she couldn't look away. The German shepherd didn't hesitate. It darted across the road, narrowly avoiding a car, and trotted up to Lily. Startled, she pulled Noah closer, unsure what the dog wanted. But it didn't growl. It didn't bark. It simply sat down in front of her, those deep brown eyes full of something she hadn't seen in a long time. Concern. People at the bus stop glanced at the dog, but still ignored Lily. The dog tilted its head, then nudged her knee gently with its nose. Lily gasped softly, and instinctively, she reached out and touched its fur. Warm, alive. And then it barked, not loudly, but enough to turn heads. Then again louder. People began to murmur. A man nearby muttered, "What's wrong with that dog?" But the shepherd kept barking, then stepped closer to Lily, standing between her and the rest of the world. It was as if he was protecting her. And finally, someone stepped forward. The person was a middle-aged woman in a nurse's uniform. She crouched down and smiled at Lily. "Sweetheart, are you okay? Do you need help?" Lily opened her mouth, but no words came out. The dog barked again, as if answering for her. People around them finally stopped pretending not to see. Someone handed Lily a bottle of water. Another offered a scarf. The nurse checked the baby. "He's cold. We need to warm him up." Lily clutched Noah tighter. "Please, don't take him." The nurse shook her head gently. "No one's taking him. But you both need help. You can't stay out here." Tears streamed down Lily's face. For the first time, she didn't feel invisible. The shepherd sat beside her, calm now, his job apparently done. He rested his head on her lap, and she stroked his fur as she sobbed quietly. An ambulance arrived a few minutes later, called by someone at the bus stop. Lily was terrified they'd take Noah away, but the nurse stayed with her, holding her hand. "We're just going to make sure you're both safe," she promised. The shepherd followed them to the ambulance, trotting along like a silent guardian. At the hospital, they were given warm blankets, food, and a quiet room. Noah's little body was checked by a doctor. He was okay, just cold and hungry. The nurse sat with Lily and listened to her story. She didn't judge her. She didn't scold her. She just listened. And outside the hospital window, Lily spotted the German shepherd sitting under a tree, watching. She smiled weakly. Somehow, she knew she'd see him again. The next morning, Lily woke up to find the German shepherd sitting in the doorway of her hospital room. "How did you?" she whispered. The nurse laughed softly. "He's famous around here. We call him Guardian. No one really owns him, but he always shows up where he's needed most." Lily sat up and watched as Guardian padded over to her, resting his head on her knee again. For the first time in what felt like forever, she felt safe. Safe enough to plan for tomorrow. Safe enough to believe that maybe, just maybe, she and Noah had a future. And as Guardian laid her feet, she whispered, "Thank you." The dog only wagged his tail and closed his eyes, content, because his work, at least for now, was done.